In today's video, I'm going to show you how to replace a leaky outdoor faucet like this and turn it into one of these. Now if you've never seen this before, this is an Aquor outdoor spigot, outdoor faucet, but whatever you call it, this is a pretty cool upgrade for your house. And here we're at my friend's house, and I think you'll agree this is a really nice looking place. Now he's a carpenter by trade, so he knows all about design elements and making something look good. He's got nice lights, even a fancy door handle, but one thing didn't look so good, and that was this faucet next to his garage doors. Almost all plumbing projects start the same way. You're going to turn off the water in your house. Fortunately, they include this stick-on template in the box, and this makes installing it a lot easier. Now you've got a lot of choices when it comes to installations. You can use these type of mounting blocks, but he decided he didn't want to go that route. He actually wanted to mount this directly to his siding and keep the installation as minimal as possible. We started by removing the two screws holding the old faucet in position, and now we can check out the plumbing inside. Now this is PEX, so this is a type of plastic plumbing that's really easy to work with. So we just needed to cut this pipe, and that's easily done using these plastic pipe cutters. And with the pipe cut, the old spigot can just be pushed out. Now we stuck our template right on the siding, and we've got to remove all the material that's inside that hole in the cutout. And that might look like a lot of work, but there's an easy way to do it fast, and that's to use a hole saw. You're going to center the hole saw in the bottom portion of the template and go right through your siding until you've completed your first hole. Now we've got to remove that material on top, and we can't use our hole saw because we've got that upper hole and there's really nothing for the tool to grab onto. But fortunately there's an easy fix. You want to get yourself one of these oscillating tools. Now if you already have one, that's great, but if not, this one came from Harbor Freight. It was only about 20 bucks. These are really cool because they vibrate the blade and it makes it perfect for a tight situation like this. He used it to quickly even out the sides, and then we just had to notch the top a little bit so that we could get the space we needed. We were done with this hole in less than 3 minutes. This technique worked really well, and we began to test fit the faucet. Now, it was a little bit of a tight fit, so we needed to remove a bit more material using the oscillating saw. When you order these, they come in different lengths. Now that relates to the size of the pipe that goes inside the wall. Now here it's a tight fit, and all we needed to do is get the smallest model they had and put this barbed adapter. So that's going to allow our PEX plumbing to connect directly to the back of the hydrant. Before you mount the faucet to your house, you want to make sure that you put your trim cover in behind the hydrant itself. This is a little bit different than the way you might normally mount something, so you want to make sure you do this before you screw it in. Making the final connection with PEX is really easy. We've just got to cut the pipe to size using that pipe cutter, and then we can slip it over the end of the barbed fitting, and you can see we've placed a stainless steel crimp ring on the pipe itself. Now we're going to use our crimping tool and squeeze it tight. Now if you look closely there, you can actually see a little green light on this tool, and that's a good thing because when the light is green, that means you've made the crimp correctly and you should have a watertight connection. The water's back on and we have no leaks, so things are looking good. Now because of the way we installed this one, we are going to need to caulk the sides. If you use a regular type of block or you're putting this on a flat surface, you may not need to seal anything because there's actually a rubber gasket on the back. Now he wanted to install it this way, and personally I like it a lot. It looks really clean, but you do want to remember to caulk those gaps that you can see a little bit of light coming through. This is the end result, and it looks pretty cool, and it's definitely a nice upgrade from his original garden faucet. And this is built to last. It's 100% marine grade stainless steel, and the cover also comes in different colors. The one that they include is actually the gray plastic cover you see here, but they've got antique brass, stainless steel, and of course the white. Now to use it, you just need to insert an adapter. Now when you push this in, you're actually turning the water on, but this one has a built-in valve, and you could leave this in place and use it like a traditional tap all season long. But most people are going to use an adapter like this. You screw this onto your hose, you can easily put it in place, and now the water is on instantly as soon as you insert it. Now he's going to use one for his pressure washer, one for his garden hose, and even the kids will have one for their toys that connect to the hose. But the benefit is, now when you remove it, the water is instantly off. So there's no way to leave this thing on by mistake and waste a lot of water. You can use any type of garden hose, but this is one that Aquor makes that is pretty cool. Looks like it's made of carbon fiber, but the benefit is it's ultra flexible. Now the internal diameter is only 1/2 inch, so this isn't going to be good for say watering a lawn, but it's super handy if you're going to use it for say washing a car or just general water use. Now, many of us spend a lot of money on things for our homes that just look better. The difference is this one looks better and it actually does do some functions that you can't get with a regular garden hose. Now, this may not be for everybody, but if you're looking for an upgrade and you're tired of people messing with your water, this could be a really good option. And they also make a smaller version of it that's perfect for a tight situation or for some retrofits. I actually installed one of those in an outdoor kitchen unit that you can see in the video in the upper right hand corner. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video, got to show you something new that you might want to consider for yourself maybe now or in the future. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already for more videos coming up.